Okay. I'm I have enough to drink a bottle of water while making this video, but I have to go off the subject because somebody sent me a package from Amazon.com, Amazon delivery that I did not ask for from God. And I cannot explain what is wrong with it. There is a function on the phone that is called block. And you can go into the function of your phone, text messages, and block somebody. And that's how I ended up with a package from Amazon I did not ask for from God. I was reporting to that the phone was blocked. It was blocked. I was not getting response messages, and it followed a threatening message that said, I am going to block you. That means the user of the other phone I was sending the message to used its own function to block text messages from a known number. That's you having caller ID or texting ID. You know where the text comes from and you blocked it. I don't afford you did that. I got angry and I sent some angry messages after that. And the response was angry. I got a package that was not worth the money and somebody's charging me with it. I can have the item. I have it right here, but I don't want it because this is not what shipping is for. I have a car parking in this scenario. I drove to the store myself, which I cannot at my height. I don't have full height to drive a car right now. I'm short by 2 or 3 inches short, so I don't sit correctly in the seat, even though I'm fat, would not drive anyway. So I don't really reach the pedals of the car because I was a child-sized godhead when I first arrived, and I grew my height. I'm not holding my full height here. So it's not me parking a car and driving it. That's not true that I would. But I can walk to the store. I can, but I don't carry money at this height. Somebody else needs to pay the money for me. And this is something that they did when they were angry to waste money. Well, I don't know because it's either blocked or it's just not active right now, the text messages. The text messages are not back and forth. It's just me sending text messages one way. And I have a food supply coming from this phone number that I'm dependent on. Otherwise, I'm due in a hospital because I don't have food. And I'm not due in a hospital because I'm deceased out of the hospital. And that's the wrong way to get food. And it's clearly this angry. So I did show the shipping label. I have seen YouTube block a video, like a text message. You could set block on your phone. Who's doing YouTube and blocking what? Because I had an image of my Department of Motor Vehicles photo identification card for state of Nevada on the video, and the whole video got thrown out. And it told me that it was restricted information in there. But it was my photo ID that I showed. The video doesn't know how does it know? Who at YouTube is doing that? God is doing that? I know, but I'm God deceased right here. So I'm just saying that God is creating YouTube, but it's beneath my leverage. So I accidentally just showed the shipping label, which has my name and address on itself. And then it has the all-important barcoding for the zip code. So the U.S. mail is doing that. So if this video gets tossed out by YouTube, they're also doing that at my expense, and I don't work for the post office or for the Amazon. It's Amazon barcoding. Okay, but it says 89101 55252 maybe. I can't see the last 4 numbers, but that's what I think it might say, 5252, but I could be wrong. The barcoding, right, that comes from the post office zip code. So, but it's right here on Amazon delivery. So are you having that problem that Amazon and the U.S. Post Service U.S. Postal Service that you're separate entities because you're using the zip code, and it could be blocked off of YouTube because I've seen my name and address be blocked off of YouTube by the Department of Motor Vehicles. So the address is the same for Department of Motor Vehicles photo ID card, for the delivery by the United States Postal Service, which I don't have in front of me, but that's how they get a zip code. The zip code doesn't come from Amazon. Amazon post dates the zip code. The zip code is existing since the year 1980 and onwards, or since the beginning of time, if you want to say it that way. There is a zip code, and Amazon is only formed since year 2000 and something, right? So the zip code's a long time ago been in order, and the Amazon is using it. And I don't really afford that. That's just not true. You don't have things deceased, and I can't solve that for you. And I got a package. I said I didn't order it, but Mitch said that he did send it. So I'll accept it. But I know that I was angry on the text messages. And if he's angry burning up money, I don't want to hear that either, because you're not to be angry with. Myself is angry. So, well, I am God deceased here, and I am angry. So how to open this? Tear at perforation to open. Okay, this is expensive. I don't want to do this. I want to save it like a museum piece. Yeah. Well, the record is on YouTube, hopefully, when I'm done. Okay, so that's what's inside. The most expensive nut butter ever. Okay, the cap is loose. That's how I find it. It is sealed. Oh, that's good. Because you don't pay for shipping on almond butter. No, that you have to go to the store and get it. The Amazon is willing to ship it. I was angry when I sent the text messages. I didn't really mean for it to be shipped to me, but this is to be delivered by a car, not by a truck. And if Amazon sends a car, I'm not pleased with that. Amazon is hiring shoppers to go someplace and get this for me, but they're packing it like this. They packed it like it was in a truck. Who delivered it? I don't know, because I only found it outside the front doorstep. Somebody delivered it somehow. I didn't see the motor vehicle for this delivery. Expiration date May of 2026, so I have some time here. Yeah, but I'm not going to live that long because I don't have food to pay for this, that I need other food along with itself. What's wrong with it? It's from Trader Joe's, and this is Amazon Prime. Prime is you have a membership to Prime. That's like you have a membership to Sam's Club, a membership to Costco, a membership to Amazon Prime. I don't have any memberships because I don't have any extra money to spend on memberships. And by the way, I don't have a car. Why not? I formed all the cars in alive and I don't have one. You made me sell or give up everything for your speech offending that you don't put in jail and prison. It's your speech offending, not mine, is why I don't have a car. Otherwise, I used to drive. Now I don't have full height. That means I should have died with my full height, and you kept me alive this way. Well, I have something else. This was in a different packing and shipping. This came in a cardboard box, shipping box. And I was hungry, but at the moment I sort of don't have the appetite. I don't have the appetite because I'm angry. Sorry. Well, I want to open it, but not really. The world's most expensive almond butter. That's my self-decease because I said, no, I don't want it, and I die that way. I love almond butter. I just don't have the heart to open it with free shipping. But I did not place the order myself. That's how it's not free. So maybe some payment was made for this shipping, and I don't know how much. It's not on here how much. What about these right here? This and this and this. Why are there 3 of them? If this is a QR code, there's 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. I dropped something on the floor. I don't want to pick it up ever because I don't want to touch the floor with my hands because I have to touch myself and touch things that I need with my hands. The shipping, I found it on the floor outside, on the tile floor outside the front door. So that's not exactly where I would put a container of almond butter. And the packaging, I have it on the table where I'm going to eat food on the table with the table. So it's not my exact clean arrangement here, but I am doing the best I can. I am your Godhead. So what is wrong with it is I have to decease myself out of this problem before I can eat it. And then I cannot feed that somebody got angry and made an exorbitant shipping charge on this almond nut butter. You're not myself. You're not to get angry with God. God of alive is angry with the size of himself. If you are angry with the size of God himself, then you need to go to a small confinement called prison. That's where you can show God you're angry. I picked this up off the floor. I need to wash my hands, and I cannot because there is a plumber who is somebody I would not call to fix a fixture that he installed, or if I called somebody else, I would owe them money. Okay, I have this has water in it. I use it for my hair, but I can use it on my hand. So it's better, but it's not soaped. I love soap. I would use soap for every possible opportunity to use soap, but I don't have any right here. Hand sanitizer, I have used that. I just find it's not sanitary. I use it in an emergency, but what do you do if you have something on your hands you need to rinse off? You need a tap for that. So there are almonds in this chocolate. It's dark chocolate with almonds. And this is almond nut butter. So I would like to dip the almond nut chocolate bar into the almond nut butter and have a bite. But I'm going to save that for maybe never because it's too expensive. I would do that if I was desperately hungry, but I'm in a position to put myself to sleep if I'm hungry and I don't have what I want to eat. Well, I can see that you don't like what I say when I am awake. So you don't want to give me food to be awake, to continue to make videos to post on YouTube about how you belong in prison on all the points. Before I decease myself out of the formed world and put myself in a prison anyway, because I don't want my genitals I don't want female genitals on myself. They are illegally assigned by Jesus. Jesus has female genitals on myself, and I will decease myself for that reason because it is my order and alive. Unfortunately, you are very bad people. And I'm sorry to say that, but you're bad. You're bad because you don't go to prison on all the points. That means you have to know how to get into prison on those points. You have to know due process of going from a point on which you belong in prison and traveling from that point in due process all the way into prison. I'm not here another way. I'm not here for all the things you've been saying to me and what you've been doing to me. That's deceased. I'm here because Jesus put female genitals on myself, and I am going to decease myself out of my genitals. And then I have to put them out of my order because you destroyed my life. You destroyed my body, my Godhead. It's not a habitable condition. I can't look forward to this in the future. I can't be in eternity, and I know about this Godhead is somewhere in ahead of myself if I start creation again. I can't start creation with this body and leverage ever again, with female genitals on myself ever again, never. So that's where I'm going. But why aren't you going to prison for that? You were formed by Jesus, and he put genitals in your head. Your genitals and everybody else's genitals. That means you have genitals because Jesus formed you. And then everybody who's around yourself, who's not yourself, has genitals. And you didn't get angry that Jesus made that alive for you, and you go to prison for that.